Well, here we are. To say I'm extremely nervous is an understatement. We're out here at Matsuri today. It's my first ever Matsuri that I'm driving at, and I am very, very nervous. That's cool. And are you though? Hell yeah! So I thought before we head on track, I'll show you guys the full setup that we got. So we got like a few little tables, we got the swag. My mate Aiden's down here as well. We got also got Sage, his girlfriend, Ashley, and Tom as well. So the 33's down here. We've just put some 17s on the front, 18s on the rear. We're gonna go over and check pressures. But I'm a little bit nervous. I haven't been filming. I was gonna originally film like the entire thing. So I'm lost for words. I'm a little bit scared. I'm just gonna film some stuff for you guys. We'll see how they go. We'll see how the whole weekend plays out. Silly me that never goes camping actually had absolutely no equipment with me today. I literally brought down a swag, and it doesn't even have any like pegs or anything, or like whatever you would want to call them, things to go up over and do stuff. So yeah, I literally brought my swag just by itself, and I use it as like an oversized sleeping bag. So Tom and Ashley brought this massive big tent, so I literally slept down beside them, which was kind of cuddly at night.
Yeah, that's me, I'm the cuddler.
So, yeah, let's just white 33. Alright, guys, I'm just gonna get my helmet and I'm just gonna do it.
Got your steering back?
Not just yet.
A few rows up that.
Yeah, we're good now.
Sweet.
What's that?
We're going dipper first?
Yeah.
Is that your preferred
run?
run?
What's that?
Is that your preferred or?
Yeah. I don't know, I've only ever just done the dipper.
Yeah.
I don't know, the back end of the track scares me a little bit at the moment.
Yeah. No, it'd be good to build up some confidence doing this.
Yeah, certainly. What's that?
At least we're going off early.
Yeah.
360 flick trick.
Yeah.
Well, you got that cool. Mastered your donuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it gave me a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first one was a bit iffy, but we'll see how we go. It's also because I was so used to Sam's car with angle.
Yeah.
And now this doesn't have angle. It's like
whole different feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I clip that gutter, I'm like, fuck. I know I'm going around here. Oh, that's funny. Right out of steam.
Oh, damn. That was looking so good.
No one coming? Oh my god!
Dusty hours. You're good.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Oh shit. Getting better, mate.
Yeah.
Better. Holy fuck, dude, that feels so good.
It's weird, eh?
Wow. Fuck yeah, man, that was fucking awesome. That was so good.
Oh, I just got that first bit now to go.
Fuck yeah. That was sweet. That was so good, man.
Oh, that's wicked.
Is that an intercooler pipe?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
That was a
man.
little bit interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
1 second. Just want to make sure that that's tyre smoke and not just want to make sure.
Are we?
Yeah, we're all good.
It's a bit smelly, but.
Yeah, making sure it was bloody tyre smoke. So we were out on track doing the last lap that I was just doing, and I knew the turbo was a little bit iffy coming out here. So I just thought we'll see how long it lasts, and we'll see how we go. So over in the last corner, we blew an intercooler pipe, and then I sort of finished that last little lap, and then I saw like odd white smoke, not like tyre smoke. Tyre smoke more has like an orangey bright tinge to it. This was like bright white smoke, which is oil. So pulled over, checked the engine bay. Engine bay was not on fire. I checked sort of around the car, wasn't really doing anything. So after that, we started to drive back around, and it was making some smoke. So yeah, we'll pull it down the hill, hey. I'll get you to film this.
Oh my god.
So we seem to have blown the Max PD turbo, which I wasn't not expecting. So now we're going to pull a Desperado, see if anyone has one on Instagram or anything. But we also popped the intercooler piping off. So what we're hoping we might do is if we can put the piping back on, we might be able to sort of burn off some of it. I got one good lap in. I only spun once. So sad.
Nah.
Okay, pit crew, mechanical man.
Let's fix you up.
Let's fix me up. It's gonna be hot as fuck. Shimmy. Don't touch that manifold. I've done that before.
Just hear a sizzle.
Yeah.
You're rocking up some stuff.
Yeah. All right. That's it's a bit of a weird clamp. I wouldn't go any tighter. Sweet.
Put it on like an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it has to. So for it to clamp on.
Start her up. See how you go. There was smoke a bit to start with. Just hold on a sec, Zach.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the one thing I know how to do.
All right, we all good?
Yeah.
You all good, Ashley? Nope. Yeah. Did I film it? No. Wait, what was the one thing I said that I might break when I went out? Just before you went out, you said it's not leaking oil at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she no good.
It is a picture of health, that one. No, just pour it straight up. I'm waiting for all the oil to drip out the bottom of it.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, it's actually a lot cleaner than I thought.
Alright, it's gonna be warm.
Boy, it's actually clean as hell in there.
Oh no.
Oh, don't say that.
The fact that I can see your hand moving is a bit of a... You hear that?
Can I have a little bit of a feel?
Yeah,
I can hear it clunking.
It's gone.
That's not as bad as I thought.
It's pretty bad.
I should have brought my spare turbo.
Rightio guys, so a bit of an update onto what's happening with the RB. We have blown the turbo, we double checked a few other little things like took the oil cap off and stuff to have a little look around, but we can't find anything apart from turbo. There's a lot of oil that's sitting in there. I was praying that we were going to make it last, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I wasn't too stressed about it, and I'm actually pretty stoked. Get to have a little bit of a relaxing afternoon. We're going to pull the turbo off tonight. Tom at the moment, the absolute legend, is currently messaging 2 people. One of them has a brand new, or pretty much brand new, RB25 Max Pitting Rods Turbo. It can be Matsuri and Hafer. And then we also have another bloke that's about an hour away that also has one too. So we're going to either get one of those 2. I'm going to use it, put it back on tonight. We might even go back out on track, but it's mainly going to be so I can get it back to work on Monday morning. So yeah, very interesting turn of events, but I'm stoked either way. So I'm going to have a little bit of a sit down now, try and catch my breath and grab some water. It's going to be good fun. Hey, the next Matsuri, do you want to come pit?
Sure you love me too.
I do, I love it. I didn't even say anything. I tried to like start getting it all going and just like, no, fuck it, let's just do it. Ooh, baby. Wow. New turbo. New MPR turbo going on. So So just want to say right here, right now, sorry it's a little bit windy, I'll jump behind the tent. Massive thank you to Tom. It's just an extremely good mate of mine, and so bringing him out here, I just wanted him to enjoy himself. And as soon as I blew up my turbo, he went straight onto it. I didn't expect him to do anything, and he's pretty much done the entire thing. Changing over that whole turbo, rear housing and stuff like that probably would have set me back like a good weekend if I was to do it myself. This guy just did it, and he smashed it out. And it's not even, it's 2 p.m. I broke the car at 11. This guy, he's even wearing my freaking merch. Righto guys, so this is the first time out once again with the new turbo. We actually just did one little passenger lap, but I don't want to show you guys that because I spun out crazy amounts. But it is 4:23 p.m. We broke the car at 11 a.m, which is insane. And yeah, Tom's amazing. Big shout out to Tom. TGD on YouTube. Go subscribe to him in the comment thing, whatever he's doing. And now I'm nervous again.
Stop it.
Oh, I don't like it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys could see, I'm going to try and get the footage off Tom, exactly what happened then, but we went out there after changing the turbo. We're only running around about 8 or 9 PSI, it's tuned on 16. So Tom's having a little bit of a play around with the actuator because I'm thinking, oh well, he also thinks that maybe it's not staying closed properly or for long enough, which is a very real thing. So yeah, we'll give it a shot, let's see how we go. But yeah, the only other thing, like everything's the exact same. We changed over the same exhaust housing to keep the porting, and then we also kept the same actuator, and that's all set up through the link to run with the what's it called? Sorry, I'm having a mental mind blank right now. I've been out in the sun too long today. Mac valve. There you go. So the Mac valve. So yeah, we're going to quickly, or Tom's going to quickly have a little bit of a play with that. I'll probably just jump out on track another time as well and just do a couple of like little laps around, see if I can make boost. But it definitely felt like it was getting slower and slower and slower as I was out there. So either that or a boost leak. So we'll go tighten up all the pipes. Yeah, just readjust that actuator, see if I can get it. We'll see if we can get it to hold for a little bit longer. Fingers crossed. What do you think?
Oh, it was so good.
I literally like drifted 2 corners and she's like, this is fucking sick. I love it.
And half the boost too, and I'm like, this is sick.
Oh, you wait till it's full boost. It's gonna be amazing. How are we all doing in the back there?
Super comfy.
This is brilliant. Feels alright. can't leave me hanging.
That's so good.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh, that was awesome.
I got like one lap
so
in today.
awesome.
I'm so happy.
That was perfect.
First day done and dusted with the 33. They're all looking over, that was weird. But you gotta. Why the hell did I do a capital L? Hey Tom, I'm stupid. Can you? The fuck? I did a capital L. I don't understand.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a capital L.
I
yeah.
know why. The C's not there.
Oh, lean me. Ah, there we go. So I don't know if you guys saw in the last lot of footage that we had, clutch was being a little bit weird. So I'm not entirely sure. I've never actually experienced. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
It's so bad.
I'd circle with a bang
It's
through
meant
it.
to be the YouTube emblem.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah, that's brilliant. So yeah, I'm gonna call it for tonight. That and partially it's getting pretty dark out there, and I don't have very good headlights in this thing. I've only got some LED things, and they're pretty bad. But yeah, 33 was amazing today. I'm so happy. I like to say amazing. Sort of everything fell into place, and we just had some good people around. We just very fortunate situation that we were able to pick up that turbo so cheap and get it all sorted. Like, I really hope I filmed today really well, but I know that my camera died. Testing up the new turbo didn't go so well. Like, my camera was doing weird stuff and this guy's just doing a fucking burnout. But yeah, I didn't really do much filming, so yeah, I hope this video went together well. Originally I was going to try and do like drone clips and everything else as well, but I think you guys might have to wait till the next video. Actually, I might even send the drone up tonight. I don't know, we'll see. Also, the other issue I was having is, you guys remember, I haven't actually been on the track yet with the new gas cap, or the fuel cap. As you can see, fuel is all over the side of this thing, and it's just dripped down. So, it's making an absolute mess. So the fuel cap hasn't worked. James did tell me once about a, oh no, someone's just had a hard off, and that's not good. James just told me about a gasket that actually sits behind the filler cap, which goes around the actual filler neck. So I'm going to possibly just see if I can get some tape around that for tomorrow. We're going to go out tomorrow seeing if the clutch feels okay, but obviously I don't want to cook the clutch because it's my daily. So if the clutch goes tomorrow, like if I go out tomorrow and the clutch still feels a little bit doughy, I'm just going to call it, and then we'll see how we go getting home. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm just going to film some more stuff tonight. I really appreciate you guys watching. So the Whitey's wiring S4D. He's got some pretty sick underglows. Luke Fink, maybe we should just hit him up. He actually does wiring. I don't do wiring, I do dodgy wiring. Righto guys, so it's currently about 8 o'clock at night, or 8:30, sorry. Tom and Ashley have just gone to bed. Tom worked crazy hard today. Like, I just did all the driving, but man, it's crazy. It's awesome being out here with your friends, and you know, especially when those friends have some crazy, I would call it talents. Like today, he didn't even, like he never actually pulled a turbo apart before. Today was the first time he actually swapped over a rear housing into something different. So and then after that, even though we were having boost issues, like we weren't getting anywhere near as much boost as what we wanted, he managed to sort it out as well, like in ways that I thought might have been an issue, but he sort of was all over it before I even knew about it. So yeah, it's crazy. Like we were even out on track and my passenger was messaging Tom going, like he was just messaging him, just going, hey, Zach's having this issue, and Tom's like, yep, I'm on it. He's got the tools ready over here, ready to go. So I honestly cannot thank him enough. I cannot thank Aiden enough for coming out as well, and helping me out with just all the camping gear. Like they look at this freaking swag and all the stuff over our heads and everything. Like I've never been into camping, but they've made it so incredibly amazing here. So once again, I cannot thank both of them enough. Ashley and Sage for coming along as well. Both of them being able to jump in the car and experience for their first time, well, probably their worst experience, but their first experience drifting. So yeah. So I've just actually sent him. So sometimes it can get really weird in terms of like trying to explain days, especially if that day went crazy hectic and I didn't get a chance to pick up the camera that much, or the camera that I picked up was either full SD card wise or battery was dead. So I'm gonna try and get a little bit better with that. But today was just like hectic. So we started off the day in the 33, and it was great. We did a couple of laps and I was getting used to the dipper. Dipper is a very hard track to get, by the way. I've been messaging a whole lot of people prior to the day, and a lot of them said that the actual dip itself really unsettles the suspension, and especially in a car that, you know, I don't really know so much as well. Drifting, I know, is not really set up as well. Plus, is a little bit down on power. You have to carry so much speed in there. So, yeah, I went in there a couple of times, and whoa, what happened there? That was a bit weird. So I had to come really shallow anyway. So you guys would have seen I jumped out the car on the second, with the second passenger that I had, Aiden, and unfortunately I jumped out because I saw what wasn't regular tyre smoke, which I don't even think I was making tyre smoke at all. So yeah, we just did that. I checked over it. Turns out it was turbo. I didn't check the exhaust while I was out there, but yeah, turbo blew somewhere while I was sort of following up down through here. Turbo finally let go. So anyway, yes, by the time I got back here, Tom saw it. He was on Facebook Marketplace and ready to go. I was ready to just go, look man, we're just gonna call this weekend. I'm happy that we got a couple of laps in. He was like, nah, we are 100% doing this. So yeah, he ended up sourcing this turbo. The guy was actually in Ipswich, and he was coming out to the event anyway, so he brought the turbo to us, which was $100. It was barely used. So we checked the shaft plate and everything, seems pretty mint. So we ended up, by the time the guy had actually come here and dropped off this turbo to us, Tom had already completely stripped the turbo and everything out of the R33. So after that he put changed over the rear housings because our housing is ported, so we would have changed the tune up a little bit so much we would have had boost creep issues, which is definitely not what I wanted. So he pulled off the rear housing, redid all that using my actuator, using the new front housing and everything. He did all that. And then we took it back out on track. It was absolutely amazing. We were back out at 3 p.m. The car broke at 10, or at 11 o'clock, sorry, and it was 3 p.m. we were back out on track. So yeah, after that, we had a few little issues. It wasn't making enough boost. We were making about 9 psi. Usually it's around about 16 or so, or like we were half a bar, we were on a bar. So unfortunately, we had some issues when I took Ashley out on track, the next passenger. So yeah, as soon as we sorted that out, we were sweet, and I finally got my first lap kind of the dipper. I only straightened out once. But yeah, going really shallow is certainly something that I have to do, so yeah. But that was a full rundown of the day. I thought I'd let you guys know anyway, just in case I've missed anything while filming or anything. So there was a few little runs that I didn't film because I went out to go testing. Like we just did a lap around the track and stuff, and it was all working, so yeah. But oh man, this has been a nuts day. For my third ever drifting day, it's been nuts. Like I've only ever done like drifting around this track maybe 10 laps or so far, so I'm pretty stoked that I've managed to almost complete Dipper. Dipper is one of the harder tracks here, but I think tomorrow I'm going to go have some fun on turn 3 to 6. I should be able to just be able to use 3 gear the entire way, and I've been having a chat to Salmon as well. Salmon's really stoked for me, the fact that I managed to get Dipper. I'm freaking stoked as well. So I'm going to go try 3-6 tomorrow. 3-6 is the end track, so you have a big long sweeping right hander, big long sweeping left hander, big long sweeping right hander, and back onto the front straight. Pretty much can almost do that all in 3rd gear, so we should be pretty sweet there. So fingers crossed for that tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will see a little bit different content, and hopefully the track is a little bit more forgiving apart from Dipper, because it's quite amusing watching everyone come in sliding through here at the moment. Yeah, it just really unsettles the car. It's quite a unique track, but yeah, I'm really stoked. Yeah, massive thank you to you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.